So, hello everyone. Have you ever played a Jenga? Like the things in front of me. Of course, everyone played this. But personally for me, this is not only a toy. This is a system who make our life much way better. And each block there is one of our aspect in our life. For example, our schoolwork, or maybe our relation, or maybe our dream. And every time we're trying to scroll our phone, and then we're just laying on our bed. It's actually one thing that makes us need to remove one block from here. So I'll take one. And do you know the infinite scroll system? It was designed for us to never reach the stop. So we just scroll, scroll, and scroll until you say, oh, one more pause, one more videos, or maybe one more hour. Yeah, and then you are shocked when it turns into 2 a.m. and it's time to prepare for school. You didn't prepare anything and even you didn't sleep. That's the thing. And of course you are wasting of your time, right? So we need to remove another block from here. So I took two. Actually, science simply explained this. In every action, there will be an equal or at least opposite reaction, which is the Newton's third law. And every time we took one block from here, there will be a reaction like maybe it's starting to collapse and it's unstable anymore. So this is not a good thing. And right now, in neuroscience also explain this, dopamine. The more you scroll, the more your brains want more. It's actually not all of your fault. It is how the system is worked. But you don't have any weapon to control it. You cannot counter it, tackle it. And you just flow by the flow. And for another example, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs even didn't allow his family to get into the system that he made before. He didn't allow his kids to use iPads frequently and freely. Why? Because he know that when every time his kids scrolling down their iPad, it makes them less of focus, more anxiety. A lot of things will happen there. Even the system maker didn't allow his family to get into the system. Why don't we be more careful with our healthiness and be more patient? Next one, there is a story about a frog. When you throw a frog into a boiling water, it started to jump out. But how about if you put it in a water with a normal temperature, but you heat it up slowly? Of course, it will stay until the time it's too late. Actually, I'm talking about the system right now. The system is slowly heating up. Like from 5 minutes into an hour become a day, and suddenly it become a lifestyle or habits. But we didn't fill the cracks, but we normalized them. And right now, I want everyone to take a look at these blocks. Even I took two of them. I took 2 blocks of them. They're still stable. It's still functioning as well. It still withstand. But this is actually the most dangerous thing. When we cannot hear, we cannot see with our naked eyes if this is starting to collapse, but they're close to failing. And right now, we cannot hear all of that. We don't know when they're going to fall. think as time goes by, we're just talking about the problem. Problem, problem, and problem. So, is there any solution for this? Yeah, of course. We need to take an action, at least, to prevent the fall, or at least we can do something better. For example, like we change our habits. So instead of we just scrolling 24/7, maybe we can change it by doing physical activities. For example, like I'm running over here, or maybe I'm jumping. This is much way better than you just scrolling down your phones, your gadgets. Or maybe you just turn off your infinite scroll system. So it allows you to be more focused and touch the reality. Last but not least, which is set your limits, because we know that make us become like this now is because we cannot manage our time so well. And the next one, we can see if all of the blocks here are still standing and it not fall because one big action. But we know it can fall because of small habits, but it's repeated, become a normal and daily habits. So every time I'm trying to take one block over here, I need to consider which way we need to consider before. We need to think what is the effect of this. But we didn't even know which habit will be the last habit before everything is going to, oops, breaks.